If you're stuck at home trying to find things to do, maybe try and get a bit creative and find some little projects, things you might have lying around the house. In this case, I was able to get this Batmobile, and I'll show you how I painted it up. So let's get cracking. So this is a standard Batmobile made by Mattel, and I'm not too sure what it's from, whether it's from an animated series. No, it's definitely not from the cinematic universe, but it's obviously inspiring enough to have a go at. Funnily enough, it's made for a 12-inch figure. As you can see, it makes the Batmobile look more like a go-kart in size relation to the figure. And basically, all he can do is lie down in it anyway, so it doesn't look very comfortable in it. And scale-wise, he dwarfs the car. He's much more suited to a smaller scale figure, like this one. This is a standard Batman figure that I recently painted. You've probably seen it in a previous video. If you haven't, check it out. As you can see, he just swims in there. He's not really made to sit in it because the seat is far too big. So some certain modifications will have to match that. And here I am. Just found some packing foam. It's easy to cut and shape, and I've fashioned it into a seat or a chair that I'll sit the 6-inch figure in, like so, and then it will be situated in the Batmobile. Naturally, I'll be painting this down the track and adding a couple of other things to it, but you get the idea. The cradle figure, and it should look quite good. So just making sure that the canopy will close with him in it. Takes a little bit of manipulation, but you can get it just right. As you can see, he looks much more at home in this car than the 12-inch figure did. Scale-wise, it's pretty good. You just have to modify the cockpit interior to sit this figure in. Now we're going to spray some undercoat on the car to repaint it, in preparation for the black that will go over the top. Now that I've done the black on all the parts of the car, I'm going to paint those areas that I want to have a contrast, a chrome silver. This is the grill. Now I'm weathering the silver, calming it down, giving it more of a weathered look. And I'm using black shoe polish, brushing it on liberally and then removing the excess before it dries too much with a rag. You can take off as much or as little as you like. It depends on the effect you're after. I like the way it calms down the chrome, mats it off a little bit. Now I'm painting the engine and jet exhaust area, which was situated at the back of the car. Again, I'm going over it in a chrome silver, much like I did with the grille. And as you'll see, I'll weather it in much the same way as well with the black shoe polish. Version. Very shiny, very brand new. I have to dirty it down, weather it up, and naturally the shoe polish will give me that that effect that I'm after. Again, just dragging off the excess. In this case, I'm dabbing it to leave a texture behind. And now I'm adding another level by contrasting it with some brown shoe polish in certain areas. This gives the effect of different metals. What using the brown does is it gives the silver a brass look or a copper look. Again, just rag off the excess to the degree you want or intensity you want. Let's just go with your own gut feeling. These techniques just add a different level and more textures, which creates a lot more interest than just a bland single colour finish. Here I am painting other areas of the car where I want the contrast chrome effect against the black. Already weathered this with the black shoe polish. Now I'm adding some of the brown just to give it, again, more texture, more interest. I use this effect quite commonly through the car, through the project. Bronzes it up, but dirties it down. As you can see, when it's all put together, it's quite dramatic. It creates a lot of interest. Tones and textures. You can do it as intensely or as minutely as you like. Now I'm dry brushing the whole car body with silver acrylic, just a light scuffing with a lightly saturated brush, catching all the sharp edges of the car to scuff it up and make it look like it's been through a lot of battles and conflict. This is eyeshadow. I like to rub this onto the plastic tyres just to give the wheels different tonal quality, clash with the car. Just makes them stand out. As you can see, front one's done, back one isn't. Now the front one has much more interest. Here we have a rear view. The tyre on the left has been hit with the eyeshadow. The tyre on the right hasn't. It's quite flat. Here's the final assembly of the cockpit area. Driver's seat. I use things like bottle caps and sprues off model kits and bread tie clips. When they're painted and uniform, they'll look much less ridiculous, which you'll see in the final result. Very basic, nothing too fancy here. So there you go, guys. Here's the end result. Hopefully you'll agree that it's come up quite good. As you can see, the weathering gives the car a world-used look, and it's quite a dramatic effect. You can see the cannons that I created earlier from a couple of the open squeeze bottles and texture caps. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.